Florida man standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-40.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
And I need to add myself to the stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Reina Creole, and welcome to the Welcome to Florida live stream. And who we have with us? Of course, we have our regular panelist, Christy. We have Steve Kenobi. We have Tom from Midnight's Edge. And rejoining us again is Todd Mulrooney, the illustrator of the Florida Man graphic novel. How are you guys doing?
Good.
I'm quite well.
Peachy.
Really, Tom? Really?
Yeah, you know, Tom is Tom, right?
I know.
Oh, well, let's see who we have here in the chat with us. First, we have Bad Bunny pop in to say, hi, yeah, I might be able to catch the last half of the show. We'll see. Well, Bad Bunny, hopefully you can. One of our regular viewers. And OG Star Wars says, hey, everyone. Hey, OG. One of my fellow co-hosts from the Queen's Council, along with Christy. So glad you could join us. And then we have Adega Outlaw. It says, good evening. Good evening. Glad you could join us too, Adega. And we have Latino Slant who says, hola, hola. Yes, hola to you. ¿Cómo estás? So glad you could be with us.
Did I hit the wrong button again?
I don't know.
Well, I started hearing Spanish. I wasn't sure.
No, that was me. And my Spanish was much better if it sounded like the live stream had an SAP button. And we have Lady Mist. Hello, Lady Mist. How good to see you. Thank you for joining us. And my girl, Karen Prime. She says, evening, hope everyone is well. We are well and glad you could join us. Some folks I've heard aren't getting the alerts when I'm about to go live. So please make sure you hit that bell above the subscribe button to make sure you get alerts. You definitely want to get those notifications from me because next month I will be in Florida. So when I decide to go live, to know. And then we have Keck 44. How you doing, Keck? So good to see you here. He says, howdy. Christy says, howdy, folks. And all, Keck says K. And Lady Miss with the hand wave. So it looks like folks are filling in here. So you guys ready to get started the way we usually kick this show off?
Certainly.
Okay. All right. Well, as soon as I can share my darn screen.
Oh, I was muted. I said, let's do it. And I was trying to sound like Tone Loc. Remember, he said, let's do it. And then
yeah.
Funky Cole Medina, I think that is.
Yes. And also in Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Oh my God, he was freaking funny. Okay, so our first Florida Man story, courtesy of, believe it or not, floridaman.com. That's like an aggregation site for a whole bunch of Florida Man stories. And if you were in the Queen's Council chat last week, we talked about the Florida Man calling 911 for liquor and ice cream. So not to be outdone, this guy, Florida Man, sets hospital bed on fire to get nurses' attention.
So he was literally burning for attention.
Literally. Yeah. Stig is our pod master.
Maybe he was trying to do smoke signals, perhaps?
Probably. That must that had better be one hot nurse because this is insane. This is absolutely insane. So, New Smyrna Beach. Oh God, it would be real. I have relatives. A Florida man who felt like he wasn't getting enough attention set his hospital bed on fire, according to the New Smyrna Beach police. Authority, yeah. What is soul assassin? That's weird to say. Was the nurse hot to make her want her attention? I hope so, because he could have just like left her flowers. He could have like asked to get a bath, but no. No, he decided to set the darn bed on fire.
Right? Couldn't you grab like some potting soil? Maybe somebody brought you a plant, and just say, "Hey, I soiled." Rub it down there and say, "I soiled myself." That'd be kind of funny. You might get a good sponge bath out of that, and a little bit of a laughter. But I don't know. Been easier.
You would think so, but I think this dude.
It would literally be soil as well.
Blue flame. It might be. Soul Assassin says Dr. Feelgood. So let's see. Let's go down and find out what else happened here. So authorities say John King admitted to setting a plastic bag on fire as he believed it would get the attention of the Advent Health New Smyrna Beach staff, who he felt was ignoring him when he requested they bring him his clothes.
He wanted her to burn notice him. Oh, sorry.
That's a good show that I haven't seen in a long time. Burn notice.
Does it say how long he was there?
No, it doesn't say at all. So that's a good question. How long, was he sitting there, naked? If it was a minute, if it was an hour, they don't say.
Because I'd be pissed as hell. I wouldn't set something on fire, but I mean, that's a little extreme.
Who's to say this guy just isn't a firebug and this is an excuse?
So he had no clothes, but he had matches? Where did he keep the matches?
That's a great question.
Good question, Stig. I don't want to know where he kept them. I don't know. Or if he was in it, well, if he was in his room, then, he might have had them in, the nightstand somewhere. So his hospital roommate told authorities he saw King that must be set an object on fire. However, he convinced him to put it out. When he returned to his bed, he saw King again lighting a fire. At this point, the roommate alerted staff using the emergency button in the room. The expletive in here lit his bed on fire. I can't breathe. The smoke is in the room, the roommate told the staff. So once the hospital staff entered the room, they extinguished the flames and secured the Florida man until fire officials arrived. And according to the hospital, the bed, what kind of bed was this? $4,000 bed was too damaged to be repaired and has to be replaced. King said he had no intention of harming anyone and simply thought setting a fire would get the staff's attention.
Well, it did.
Just not yeah.
At least the fire team.
Yeah, that's why I love Burn Notice. It was set in Florida.
What did he think would happen afterwards, though? I mean, did he have a plan beyond that?
I don't think he thought that far ahead.
That's weird. That's so damn weird.
That is, I've heard of some old people doing crazy stuff in nursing homes, but this setting a bed, this is a whole different level, setting a bed on fire.
So is this just one regular Florida man story, or is it just like you pulled up, or did you do it like you did with your birthday?
Not with my birthday. I found this whole site where all they do is aggregate Florida man stories. Because I was just finding them before, just doing, a Google search and everything.
Okay, I just put one in I just put one in the chat, in the private chat. That's because my birthday's September 15th, and that's the top one that always comes up when I put that up there. If you wanted to show that.
Yeah, let me
Oh,
bring that. Let me bring that up in a minute. On a second. Chuck E. Cheese says, "Well, the hospital was just going to burn him with a huge bill, so he struck first."
Got that right.
that was a good one, Chuck E. Cheese.
Ooh, I like that
Love the
one.
Avatar.
I know. I like the first Chucky movie. The rest of them, eh.
We got to talk.
I know. I was about to say the same thing.
Well, that's the only one that. No, I saw the second one. I saw the second one, but I think I stopped around there. Sounds like he's in a hospital for the criminally insane and shouldn't be going anywhere.
Yeah. I was going to say, if he didn't have a roommate, what are the odds that he ended up burning himself alive?
It's. I've just heard some crazy stories about nursing homes and hospitals in Florida. Florida, where you act before you think. Yeah, we got a percentage of the population that does that, and they're not
That should
always
be-
Yankees.
That should be your state. That should be the state motto if it's not already.
All right.
Where you act
Act first, think never.
for everybody who came to Florida after 1970. We'll put it that way. Who but Fat Stevens to go? Who bought the? Oh no, we're not going there again. Who brought the WD-40? Who has a toaster?
Como se llama what?
Oh, come on, baby, light my fire. Is he a Doors fan? You know what? He
Yeah.
could have been.
He adores them. Sorry, bad one.
Hey, McKinney 90, burn first and ask questions later. I know some people like that, but they're not burning hospital beds, though. Let's check out this story. Florida library foot sniffer.
Yep.
Okay. Just, oh my God. Okay.
No, but what you're forgetting is that he led police on a scooter chase. That's more important.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right. Let's see here. Police say they've arrested a man several days.
I want footage of the chase.
Several days. Me too. Did they have foot? No, shoot. That would have been awesome.
It's kind of wrong
Footage. Get
because
it?
they probably
Did.
they probably towed him in.
Oh, Steve.
Wasn't that a scene in Paul Blart Mall Cop where he was chasing some old guy on a scooter?
I've never seen that movie. So
I was going to say, I don't know. I didn't watch that movie because I
Okay.
hate Kevin James.
It was kind of funny. Don't go out of your way to see it, but it was kind of funny. That scene was funny. So, police say they've arrested a man several days after a complaint. Someone was spotted crawling under library tables and smelling a woman's feet at Florida International University. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Okay,
It's
this
good
is
it's good they managed to sniff him out.
they managed to what?
Sniff him out.
This is near Miami. Why am I not surprised? Miami-Dade police say 52-year-old Eddie Wan was arrested Tuesday and charged with violation of sexual offender registration.
Oh, he's done it before.
What?
Or something else.
Have Rob narrate over the scooter chase.
Yeah, right.
Oh my goodness. So he violation of sexual offender registration, fleeing and eluding, reckless driving, aggravated assault, and resisting without violence.
How do you recklessly drive on a scooter?
That, I was
That's
about to
what
say
I
the same
wanna
thing.
How did the thing only goes like what, 5 miles an hour?
Yeah, at most usually 25, 30 miles an hour, depending on what kind of scooter you got.
Oh, okay.
Probably driving against traffic. That's the only thing.
That's how you're going to hurt yourself before you hurt anybody else. Sorry, Steve.
Well, yeah, it's still reckless.
Although I have seen people in Disney World with scooters and they are
Well, Mary did get pulled over for reckless driving on a scooter, I guess. So.
I've got no. I can't. I'm not gonna. I can't tell that story.
I'm glad you sound
No. The scooter thing's fine. I'd totally own a scooter. I just want to see the footage of the police chase. I want to see them like trying to deal with this shit because like she said, they go 30 miles an hour at most. I want to see this chase.
I want to see an aggressive scooter chase. I've
How
seen
far did it go?
Running people over at Disney World, but
I was saying the cops have to try harder not to hit him than anything.
Okay, broadly, me and my friends, we got charged with reckless driving when we were driving go-karts. And that's
a little
all I'm
different.
going to say.
My guess is you took them off the fairgrounds.
We did.
See, I can see that. I can.
Cops don't like that.
I can see that. Chuck E. Cheese says, which is more creepy, smelling random women's feet or owning a scooter?
That's what I was talking about. I don't care. Owning a scooter is fine, but
smelling women's feet, that's some fetish stuff that not into. Hey, author Stephen Walton, how are ya?
I'm willing to bet there's plenty of random women who would allow you to pay them to smell their feet.
Hell no.
There's enough out there.
Tom is right. Yes.
Wouldn't that defeat the purpose?
Yeah, you're right. He probably gets more off on the fact that he's not supposed to be doing it or whatever. Yeah.
Do it, Christy.
Do it. He was clever about it though, because he did it in the library, so the women aren't allowed to raise their voice.
Right.
Yeah, he does have a cool name. Pat Steven Seagal beat up Ryan Johnson, genius. His name is awesome. Soul Assassin says, according to Christy, do they have public scooters where you live? They have them in my town, and stupidity is amazing.
I've heard of this. I've never seen
it.
It
is.
Do you have it there, Christy?
We used to. We don't. I mean, it's sad. It wasn't even when I was a teenager. We did it when I was in my 20s. Like I was 25, 26 when I did it.
Well, I've heard of cities like implementing this as like a new mass transit kind of thing. But yeah, I could see this being a very bad idea.
Yeah.
You got people who can't drive a car straight. No.
Well, and kids and everything, punk kids have surely got to.
It's insane.
And I guess they're supposed to have like somebody monitoring them, but come on.
Mm-hmm.
Some fat dude named Ed who's like 48 and 300 pounds overweight.
Who wants to be on scooter monitoring duty?
So I'm saying he's sleeping. Ed's asleep, guys. Come on.
McKeedy90 says, I see that scooter chase like the car chase scene in Bad Boys 2.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or worse than the O.J. Simpson chase. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, and that was classic right there. The suspect's name is Eddie Wan. Imagine the radio call. Pull over Eddie Wan driving a scooter.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, man, that's hilarious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, welcome, Lyndon McGregor. You have to start at the bottom and work your way up. Oh, okay. I guess that's about the foot thing. Well, let's see how the story progresses. FIU police had previously released a notice warning students that a man was spotted under a table at campus library August 29th, along with the description and photo. Authorities say a man matching that description was spotted Tuesday on a scooter miles from campus. Officers attempted a traffic stop, but say the man fled and eventually crashed and was arrested.
Here's the thing: he could have got away, because that means they got away from him. And you're on a scooter, you can duck down alleys and all that shit. How did he screw up?
They had his scent.
They said bail information wasn't immediately available. It wasn't clear if Juan had an attorney. Dang.
Imagine being the lawyer for that one, though. You're
I
gonna
got
have
nothing,
a,
Your Honor.
yeah, you're gonna have an uphill battle
Absolutely.
defending that one.
It's a
Absolutely.
defeating battle.
Well, everyone, Mike is back with us. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we can
yes.
hear you.
Now I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, well, for those of you who have just joined us, let's see. Okay, we have 23 people watching. Thank you so much. Please do hit that like button. And let's see, you want to catch up someone else here. Zachariah 315. Hello. Howdy, Lorena Creole, according to Christy, Midnight's Edge, After Dark, Steve Kenobi. And of course, we have our two special guests here. We have the author of the Florida Man graphic novel, which is Mike Barron, and we have the illustrator of the Florida Man graphic novel, Todd Mulrooney. So before we get started on that, let's roll back the Florida Man graphic novel promo here, which prompted so much discussion last time that we ran it. I think we spent 15, 20 minutes debating toilet snakes.
Yeah,
They're
right.
real, my friends. They're real and they're
They
dangerous.
are?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. Just Google them.
Hell no.
I told you that story. My grandma said you gotta look in the toilet before you sit on it. Told me to tell her if you found any, snake in it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So let's run this
Jesus,
here.
take the wheel.
Hey man, y'all got beer still?
You've seen the stories. Now, writer Mike Barron and artist Todd Mulrooney are bringing the quintessential Florida man, Gary Duba, to life. Gary's just a regular guy living in a trailer with his girlfriend Crystal, but he's got dreams, big dreams. He just invented house suspenders that will secure any home to the ground in rough weather. And now he's going to show them off on Piranha Pool, the TV show where venture capitalists and entrepreneurs pony up if they like your pitch. But when his gal Crystal gains notoriety as an infamous amateur wrestler, she quickly advances to the pro circuit where her greatest challenge is an angry Australian grappler. Follow Gary and Crystal on their extraordinary journey from rags to riches. To rags, to riches, to rags, to riches. All while dealing with shady lawyers, toilet snakes, wild gators, cheating hearts, feral hogs, and problem shoppers. Back Florida Man today and reserve your very own copy of the Florida Man graphic novel. We're bringing back funny books, y'all.
Chris Brawley put that together.
That was
And
awesome.
he does videos professionally, and that's why it's so good.
It was so awesome. We were watching it 2 weeks ago.
Lorena,
Is it what?
you went silent for a second. You started talking and you went silent.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what happened. Who knows? My computer probably wants to hate
So
me today.
I was gonna ask, are both of you from Florida?
Oh no, but I've been there many times.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not from Florida either, but I lived there when I went to college.
Mm.
So for about 4 years, I lived in Florida.
I know y'all have Florida Man stories.
That's
This
what
is-
we're here to hear.
This is when I saw Florida Man story after story, it struck me I had to write a novel about this guy. So the challenge was to distill all the Florida Man traits into one person, Gary Duba, and because it's one person, he has to be representative of so much. But he's not. The story isn't salacious or sleazy. Gary's got a good heart, but he's got a hair trigger temper, and he makes a lot of bad choices, and he drinks a lot, and he does some other stuff. And he's always looking for a fast buck. But I will say this, you are guaranteed to burst out laughing when you read this book. I guarantee it.
I was gonna say the way you described Gary, I was like, holy shit, that's my damn dad. For real.
Well, in many ways, he's the most admirable character in the book. But you'll see when you read it. I mean, I can't tell you what's in it because I don't want to give away the big shocks. But it is shocking. There's nothing salacious or sleazy or vulgar in the book, but it does skirt the edges of PG-13, and there's some stuff that's going to raise some eyebrows. And all I can say is that his adventures are without equal. They're fresh. There's what happens to Gary. A lot of it I took from the headlines, but a lot of it's totally original.
One of the things that I do like about it, and one of the things that just piqued my interest about this book, especially with the character, is I know people like that. My family members knew people like that, where these just random things just kind of happen. And it's just been a long time since something has made me laugh that hard, So the whole, because I'm not a graphic novels person. I've never really been into it. But this one I had to back because, like you said, the storyline has heart. And someone in our chat likened it to the guy from My Name is Earl.
I've heard that before.
If you've ever seen that show, it's just freaking hilarious, and it's good natured. You've got real crazy people, but it's all good stuff. So I have to ask. I think someone asked this before, how you guys came up. Well, better yet, not how you came up with it, but what did you read about a Florida man story that said, you know what, we have to put this into a graphic novel?
Well, it was an accumulation of things, but some of those headlines just stick in my head, like Florida man claims syringe and rectum is not his.
Wow.
That's a classic. But if you go to floridaman.com, there are more stories there than you can read in a lifetime because there are like several every day, several new ones every day, thousands and thousands of Florida man stories.
Yeah, we just read one with the guy in the hospital setting his bed on fire because the nurse didn't pay him enough attention.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Jesus, take the wheel. I had to mute myself because coughing so much. Oh, damn.
You'll spit your coffee when you read this book too, so be careful.
Let me bring up because you guys have to see. Before I even saw the darn trailer on YouTube, what cracked me up so much was the pitch for it on Indiegogo.
Oh yeah.
The guy riding an alligator, and I can't tell you how many streams we've had where we have talked so much of it was around alligators and videos of alligators and stories about alligators in Florida. And it's just like, so found that this guy's riding a freaking alligator.
There's something about that illustration that excites everyone. I wrote it when it started out as a comic, and I wrote 5 scripts. And when I was done, I realized I had the detailed outline of a novel. So I wrote the novel, and my publisher snapped it up. And when he saw that cover, he said, I want that for the cover of the novel. So it is the cover of the novel, but it's also the cover of the comic book. And the two audiences are more or less mutually exclusive. The people that read the book are probably not going to be interested in the graphic novel and vice versa, but they're both out there. And it's just, Todd just nailed it with that. There's something about that illustration that everybody loves.
I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, Jesus, I can't say anything more. I mean, because it's Florida. I mean,
Todd drew inspiration from Dr. Strangelove when Slim Pickens is riding the bomb down to Earth and he's waving his hat.
Yeah, that is true. I did do that, like sort of a homage to that moment. You know how. Because he said jumping over cars. This is what Mike said. So having him on an alligator jumping over cars. So I thought, geez, and that going this way wouldn't have worked. He had to be coming at you because it's a comic book, right? He has to be jumping at you. So it was definitely some Pickens sort of homage.
Yeah, it's I mean, for someone who has been in Florida so many times, first of all, just like the palm trees themselves, because they're so iconic, and it just reminds me of the posters from the theme parks and all of that. So it's just like I can literally see something like this happening on International Drive in Orlando, quite literally, not for real, but just for this cover. Because I remember when I showed this cover on my live stream, people were like, "Oh my gosh, this is hysterical."
Now, if you know anyone, well, if you know any of your stores, go to your stores and tell them to look into this, because we sent out an email to all the stores that I could get an email address for in Florida and said, look, we know you're hurting. We know this is a tough time. We want to help. We're willing to give you the discount that you would get in the industry for ordering books like this. So if your store has it and you think they should, I wish they would. And I get it. It's a tough time. But maybe they'll remember us next time. If they couldn't do it now, maybe when things get better, they'll do it then. So it's still a grand gesture. We still would love to help. But if they can't manage it now, let's hope they do it in the future.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good idea to just kind of just like put a bug in their ear about this particular project, so at least they're aware of it. And you guys' names are out there. That'd be great if you guys could spread the word that way.
I'm surprised that they wouldn't want to do that, though. But if it was something, especially if it was a discounted price and stuff like that. But again, I'm not a comics person or anything like that, or graphic anything like that, so I don't know for sure. But I hear discounted price, and people, you would think that they would want to do it.
That state is a mess. It's a mess right now. I'm sure they're dealing with curbside probably for comic books.
Depending on where you are, because where I am, no joke, it seems like where I am, every mall has a comic shop now. I don't know if it's a chain or whatever, but they do, and you can now go in the stores and get them. But that's something that I had. There used to be these other comic shops like in town that you would go to. And I think we have one in our town, and I don't know if they're back in business, but I know the one in the malls are.
I know where I'm at, they're open now, but they're not. Obviously, there's no new stock to really bring in, but I've also noticed Walmart has really started carrying a lot more comics lately, too.
Really?
Yeah, they have where the checkout is, they have a truckload of DC and Marvel reprints, and then back near like the electronics section, they had like an indie comic stand back there with a bunch of different indie comics in it.
Now, see, that's smart, because people who normally wouldn't go to a comic store, if you're in Walmart and it's there and accessible, that's like a great way to get introduced to it.
But it's never mind. I was going to be like, but it's Walmart. I would.
It's an extension of Florida, man.
Yeah. You don't go to Walmart. You end up at Walmart. That's what I tell people.
That's true.
Well, in Florida, man, too, there has to be a Walmart wedding, I would assume.
Is there? Oh, wait, don't spoil it.
I'm just putting it out there. If there's a Florida man, too, there has to be a Walmart wedding, because that's a staple of that culture.
We can't hear you, Mike.
He's muted again, evidently.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Now we can hear you again.
Yes,
okay.
Perfectly.
Mitch Breitweiser pioneered those comics in Walmart with his Allegiant print. They're selling Nora's Saga, Red Rooster, Bass Reeves, and The Futurists. And that's why there are comic racks in Walmart right now. And if you love comics, I've got all these comics, and they're exceptional. I urge you to go to Walmart and pick them all up, because Mitch is pioneering new methods of distribution. It could be huge.
Yeah, and Walmart really doesn't care about Comicsgate or anything like that, unless they really get a lot of pressure from like some of the bigger companies, which I really doubt they have.
Nah.
So.
Interesting.
What does that say? Does that say sanitizer?
Yes.
Yeah,
Moonshine sanitizer.
I'm
it's the
just
same thing.
I'm laughing because near my grandmother's house in my late grandmother's house in rural Florida, we knew the guy down, not the street, down the road that would make moonshine.
I had a little shine in Kentucky last year. It's like 60 proof.
yeah. My my grandpa used to make it when he would visit Tennessee. Oh God. Oh. It's yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's that was just freaking funny. Moonshine sanitizer and toilet paper.
There's only 7 days left live for this campaign, and there's 2 tiers here I want to talk about. Well, it's 1 tier with two that can be claimed, and it's the wrestling valet tier. Now, that might not seem like much, but let me kind of give you an idea of what the wrestling valet. I wanted these 2 valets to be colorful, so each women wrestler will come in with a valet. So they'll have a little bit of that, what they call that pop entrance into the ring. And so you'll be seen there, and I'll help, whoever chooses that tier, if somebody buys into it, we'll pick out an outfit that's, something that you might like, or something that might be colorful enough for the idea. But you'll be seen for however long that match goes on, which is 6 pages now, but it could change a little bit. But you'll have the entrance, and then you'll be on the pages, so you'll be seen around the ring. Now, something that might happen or should happen is interference, right? There's manager interference, or even the 2 managers, because you'll be seeing this ring.
That's a good idea, Todd.
Yeah, you might have the 2 managers. Say it was 2 women who brought the women down. Well, they might pull each other's hair and get into little fisticuffs, sort of on the side. You'll see this going on. So there's more to it. This isn't just a cameo. This is really a big, 68-page part where you'll be seen in every panel that shows the wrestling. So I would hope somebody who really wants to see themselves in a comic book would really look into this tier. If they want to have a conversation about it, we could do that. But I hope these go in the next 7 days.
Okay, we're definitely trying to push this as much as possible. Like Todd was saying, they only have 7 days, and it does look absolutely hilarious. So if you think that's funny, okay, this one over here with the rabbit in the fight.
Oh yeah, that's a piece by Joe Comstock. He's an old friend of mine, very fine artist, and it'll be a pinup.
Sorry, I'm sorry
book.
to interrupt you, Mike. Hold on a second. Hey, Stephen, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having me. Sorry to interrupt. This fine gentleman here. Thanking everybody in the chat for showing up. Please share out the link for this show. Support independent creators. That's what we do. We rise together. I'm looking forward to Florida Man. And if you guys could share out on your social media the link for this Indiegogo, the link for this stream, that'd be a beautiful thing, man. The industry doesn't support us. We support each other. Please put those links out there. Do something good. Make a dream come true. Hail.
Thank you, Stephen.
Absolutely, sir. Good to see you.
Do you have that memorized, Stephen? I mean, that's
What?
great.
I got stuff that's memorized.
I am just so full of enthusiasm for the independent creators out there. I wouldn't be writing my books, the Fandom Menace volumes, as it wasn't for people like these gentlemen here, putting out their talent for the consumer, for the customer, doing what they love. That inspires me. Everything Comicsgate does, everything independent comics creators are doing, independent writers, that is inspirational to me. And that is why I'm writing my books. I love this community, and I love what we do for each other, how we stand up, promote one another. And we don't need an industry to do it. We have each other because we rise together.
Hail, brother.
Absolutely.
And with that, I got to bow out and tag team him in. So thanks for coming in, Stephen. I appreciate it. I got some last minute homework from Andre I didn't expect. So I humbly apologize to everybody for having to dip out like this. It's nothing personal at all. And it was a real treat getting to meet you guys. And I'm looking forward to checking out this book.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much, Tom.
All right. Take care, guys.
Hey, thanks.
Tom.
Bye. So everyone, I think Tommy, one of the other hardest working mods out here on YouTube, he's dropping everybody's links. So I'm pretty sure he'll get around to dropping Tom's links very, very soon. So you guys can follow him. Okay.
Was
sorry,
that
Mike.
Stephen Walton who was just on?
Oh, that's me. I'm the one that jumped in.
Yeah, he's the one who jumped in, and Tom just left. Tom from Midnight's Edge. There's the Midnight's Edge channel, and there's a Midnight's Edge After Dark channel. So he's on both of those. Both excellent channels.
Yeah, they're great people over there, man. They support the whole community. I was glad to see Tom come in here, and I think they're trying to get a little more active in the independent sphere of creators, and that's great. I'm glad to see that, because I've always maintained I think the Fandom Menace community is a great customer base for wonderful projects like this, and I'm glad to see something like this that's intended to make us laugh. On every panel, that promo was wonderful. It's so good.
I was just telling him, I said, we've been running that promo, I think, for probably 2 or 3 weeks now, and every time we run it, folks just love it. Folks just absolutely love it.
Well, there's the truth to
Toilet
it.
snakes?
Yes,
Toilet
with
snake.
the toilet snakes.
Wait, this is how I pitch the book. Gary Duba's having a bad day. There's a snake in his toilet, a rabid raccoon in the yard, and his girl Crystal's in jail for getting naked at a Waffle Hut and licking the manager. So Gary sets off with his best friend Floyd to sell his prized Barry Bonds rookie card to raise the $500 needed for bail. But things get out of hand. And the first thing that gets out of hand is they have a road rage incident with a woman who keeps trying to cut in front of them on the interstate. And they both pull out their guns and start shooting at each other. They don't realize that this woman is a judge.
Oh my God, that sounds like Alachua County.
And they meet up later, but that's all I can give away. I wish I could tell you what was in the book, but I don't want to spoil the surprise. But I guarantee you, your head will explode and your eyes will pop out of your skull.
I can't stop laughing because I have seen incidents like this in the police blotters in a lot of rural Florida areas where stuff like that, road rage incident, judge busted pulling a gun on somebody, judge runs a moonshine ring, somebody getting arrested saying, I know someone in law enforcement, my cousin is a bailiff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, do you still want to come to Florida?
Steve's muted.
I don't think I ever said I wanted to, but
I love Florida. I'd go back in an instant.
It's not as bad as it's sensationalized to be. I think what a lot of people forget is that Florida is a tourist state, so they just want all the press that they can get.
For me,
just stay off the golf courses. You'll be all right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Steve,
I live in Norway, so I would melt in Florida in 2 minutes.
Do you have golf courses in Norway?
Yeah, we do.
But yeah, Steve, I feel you. The thing with the weather in Florida is, especially with the heat, it's insane.
I might be moving to Florida at some point, so I'm going to be using this book as a guide.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
Just match up which crazy with which county.
That's what I'm doing. This book's going to keep me out of trouble.
Yeah, it's a guide what not to do.
Absolutely. But what I was saying earlier, because another thing that that caught my eye, this right here.
Yeah.
Where did you get the story from the bunny from? I can guess, but I'd like for you guys
That comes from a real photograph, believe it or not. I saw the photograph, and it took place in Florida. And it wasn't a photograph. It was a video clip of a guy in a bunny suit slugging it out with 2 other people in the parking lot of some store.
Wow. That's wow.
Yeah, it doesn't actually appear in the book, but it will probably appear in the next Florida Man graphic novel that we do. I have so much material; it could be an ongoing series with no end.
I would say so because about 3 weeks ago, we did show the actual video of the rabbit slugging it out on people, and I wasn't sure, and I did not want to assume where you got
That's
that
where
story. But as soon as I saw that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's freaking hysterical. They're actually incorporating that incident into this book.
There's an obvious thing here to do when it comes to the characters. Granted, we have a couple of knuckleheads. We got a guy who's doing dumb things, but it really what you do is you never show them with anger on their face. You know what I mean? It's the other people around them. So you create a situation where your characters endear themselves to the audience, even though they're doing these knuckleheaded things. And it's a little bit of a trick that that you do in comics.
Yeah, Gary's got a big heart. You'll see that when you read the book.
Right.
Yeah, he just seems like one of, like, again, he just sounds like one of these characters, someone that my mother's family knew in their small rural Florida town. There's always that guy. And I think this graphic novel picks up on, that guy, that you just, it's just, you can't help but like him no matter what kind of crazy stuff he gets into. Like, okay, the cheesy motels. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm
well,
sorry, go
that
ahead, Mike.
scene, I can't explain that scene. It's too outrageous, but you'll see what's happening when you read it. Listen, guys, I gotta fade out here. I have guests that I rarely see. That my wife made the appointment or invited them over after I scheduled this. So I'm going to leave you in Todd's capable hands. Thank you for having me on, Lorena.
Oh, thank you so much, Mike, for coming on.
I hope to come back sometime when I have more time.
Oh, absolutely. You have an open invitation, and we're definitely going to be pushing this graphic novel. 7 days, we're pushing out and we're advertising as much. So thank you so much for being able to join us. Say hi to your lovely wife for me.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Take care, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
Take care, Mike.
Take care and be well.
Lorena, in this scene, what you're seeing here, originally this trans prostitute here, he was in the same vehicle as the person who he's going to meet with the hotel. But to me, I thought, okay, let's pull this off a little differently. The guy's already there that he's going to meet, kind of like what you would do with a prostitute or something, or an escort. And I want him driving, he's a 7-foot guy, and I want him driving a Vespa. So to me, that was more funny. So this is what I did, and these are little things. I'm not changing the story. I'm not changing the dialogue, but I'm adding nuances. And Mike's provided the ice cream, and I'll provide the whipped cream and other toppings.
Working together.
I was going to say, Crystal, is she based on like the women from Glow?
Well, no, not really, because I haven't watched that yet. I know what you're talking about. I went and did a little bit of a deep dive into women's wrestling to just kind of get an idea of what this is, because anytime it would come on, I'll be honest, like I'm watching wrestle with my kid, women come on, I'm like, oh, only this is the time to go get a drink. But man, I tell you, when you go looking for the still shots and stuff, their hair is in their face. They can't see their landing. It deserves a lot of credit for what they do, because it's way different than what a guy does. They're because they're out there to look beautiful, obviously, right? A big portion of it is that. And now they're pulling off the same moves that the men are pulling off, and they have to do it with their hair in the way. Right. So the glow stuff is a little bit cheesy. I mean, I'm going from memory of when it was actually on TV, but I have not watched that series yet. It'll be something I get into when I get closer to that scene, and I'll start to get a feel. But yeah, there's definitely a quality. I don't want the wrestling to come off cheesy. I want it to come off like she made it to the big time. This is the big stage, and we're gonna do some hijinks here.
Well, I will say Glow. Yeah, I thought about that, Christy.
Yeah.
Glow was one of my favorite shows to watch. Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. I absolutely love that show. And I think either Netflix or Hulu did either like a movie or a mini series about them.
Yeah, everybody's like, I was like, they did what? I've never watched the series itself. I've only ever watched the show.
Oh, Steven, you watched it?
I watched it. Actually, the story is really good. The first season was not like, because you got to be, you don't know what's going to be woke nowadays, but the first season was really good. I thought it was very good. We're put together. It's like woman empowering without being virtue signalist. But then the second season got a little bit woke, but they gave us tons more nudity, so I was cool.
You see how cheesy his big ass cheesy grin was when he raised his hand and said that?
That's right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay because dang it, I loved that show.
Yeah,
I
it's
love that show. Strong, gorgeous women cat fighting. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was a guilty pleasure of mine. It really is.
Yes, Fat Steven Seagal story. I did enjoy the story.
I like the story.
Netflix. Okay, thanks. Hey, Culture Casino. Netflix. Okay, you know what? I'm not getting my Netflix back until Cobra Kai shows up. Then I'm gonna have to catch up. Oh, Tommy says third season was woke as ish.
I ain't seen the third season yet.
I haven't seen it either, but thanks for the heads up, though.
But Tommy, the more important question is, was there nudity?
Jesus, take the wheel.
You know
what?
And drive fast.
And drive fast.
I gotta add that part. That is one of my favorite memes on Twitter.
Just so that everyone knows, I've been showing some of the artwork as I produce it, because if you're on the fence and you're unsure, if the video doesn't do it for you, and you really kind of need to see a little bit more, I'm not holding back. I don't believe that you can ever be overexposed. I don't believe that, I do think people want to see something because they're now invested, right? You've given me your money in that sense, right? Like almost like, and we hold on to it. Now you're waiting. You got this anticipation. We got to get this comic. And then, so I want them to kind of go along for the ride too, because we're still, I've only got about 10 pages done because we didn't know what would happen, especially with a subculture comic like this. We really didn't know what would happen. So once we really saw that it was going to fun, obviously it got working. And now I certainly don't want to hold back on what I'm doing because I want you to know that you're part of this. You're going on this journey with us. This is an event. It's not much. I said this the last time I was here. It's not a comic. We're putting a graphic novel in your hand. I don't want it to be a keepsake, but I want you to be part of it, and I want you to be engaged in it. So, I'm not going to give away anything or show too much, but I still want you to know that it's being worked on, that there's some good things going on. I want to tease you a little bit, and I just want you to just stay engaged with me because you're going to have that anticipation. I'm waiting for it.
I love the colors in the panels. I mean, it's really, it pops out at you.
Yeah, we got a really good colorist. That there's a synergy between the two of us. I really like what he did. There's a quality to him that I'm really digging. I'm really digging it.
Wonderful.
Speaking of what you're talking about earlier, I absolutely love this artwork that you did of me as a wrestler. I freaking love this. And the guidance the guidance that I gave was, I said, wrestling. Oh, have you ever seen Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling?
Steven, you sure did go off camera.
I had to do that real quick. That's all.
Sure.
My pants are on this stream, I promise.
Yeah, this will end up being either part of the back matter that happens or something. So this will have a nice polished finish to it. put your name in there as if you were one of the ladies that she had to wrestle on her way up or something like that. So you wait, it'll even have a lot more pop to it.
I'm just excited to see it. So I am so excited to see that happen, and just the art. I absolutely, I love the art. I love the art.
Thank
I
you.
love that. This right here is hilarious because I see this 407 area code for Orlando, and I
Mhm.
can't remember the name of the guy who he's like splashed all over the place in Orlando. Some cheesy slip and fall lawyer, but he's got like billboards all over Orlando.
I
This
call him
is
the
a
Go ahead.
this is a real number that you could call. I don't know if you have, but it leads to somewhere. Now, if F. Lee Bailey still had an office in West Palm, I would have put his number, but he doesn't. He doesn't practice. I think he's actually up here in Maine, so he doesn't practice in Florida anymore. But because he ran into a disbarment, I guess.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I would have put
wow.
his number. But this number actually leads to something funny in itself. A little Easter egg for you.
Y'all are gonna have to dial that number to figure it out.
I love the slogan. I'll get you off one way or another.
Oh my goodness, I just
Great.
saw that.
That's really good.
Oh my God.
Is that not sleazy enough for you?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
No joke. I did not even pay attention to the slogan. I don't know. I guess my brain tried to edit myself. Oh, Latino slant has regret. Well, that's up to the backers. It'd be cool to be in there. I mean, there's a picture, but
You know what you could do? You could start a campaign, like a little thing, get you in the book. You could be the wrestling valet.
There you go.
I like that idea. I like that a lot.
A lot of advertising.
Heck yeah.
Definitely get
So-
some advertising.
I have a question for the next picture, but I feel like it's going to be a stupid question, but I have to answer anyway.
Oh,
Mhm.
Christy, can you hold on 1 second?
Sure.
Just 1 second. I'm sorry. Hey, Drew. He says, I apologize for being late. I had a scare here with mom. Well, Drew, hopefully mom is okay. No worries. No worries. Family comes first. I hope mama's doing okay. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. If you want to pop on, just jump on the link and come on in. Okay. Sorry, Christy.
Is there really such thing as house suspenders?
No, but not a bad idea, right?
No, it's not a bad idea at all.
No. Especially
Silly
for her.
idea, but not a bad idea because we know what happens in trailer parks.
Yes.
House suspenders is one of Gary's ideas to try to get rich.
That's great. It's great. Ah.
What if the wind catches the building and lifts it up and stretches the suspenders? Then the wind stops, and the building slingshots back to.
These things are on way too tight for the to be. This is way stronger than a hurricane. This would actually work, by the way.
You never know. Somebody's going to create that. Somebody will.
You guys are going to
yeah.
inspire all kinds of new initiatives
Yeah.
with this book.
If you look up, I don't know how to put it in Google, but I have pictures of trailers on top of trail. They created like 4 or 5 stackable trailers with walkways to each one.
Wow.
And they do all kinds of crazy stuff to kind of, like a bunch of family can live on one piece of property. They do the most bizarre things with trailers. So, house suspenders, definitely something you'll see someday.
Oh yeah, because the big thing if you're really a baller with a trailer park, if you have a double wide trailer, that's that's where you're living high off the hall. Where it's a double wide trailer, it's like a whole. Because my Nana, she was like, no, I don't just have a trailer. I have a double wide trailer. Okay.
This building, by the way, which looks like a trailer, is actually a very old Florida landmark called Homewards or something. It was the very first general store in Florida.
Oh,
So
wow.
if you were to look that up, you'll see that this building resembles that. And to me, it looked like a trailer on stilts. So I kind of went with it. But it's either Homewards or Home something. And it's the very first general store that they had in all of Florida.
Well, for real story here. In the town where my aunt lives, the AT&T store is in one half of a trailer.
The AT&T store's in a trailer?
What?
You love it.
AT&T store is in one half of a trailer, and I think some kind of shipping service is on the other side. I kid you not, and it's up, and it's like up one center block. I kid you not, because I said I hope I don't have a problem with my phone, because if I do, I'm gonna have to go to the AT&T store in the trailer.
I want to say thank you to all 25 people that are in the chat, and all 46 upvotes and even the downvote. Thank you for helping the algorithm. If you guys could share the link, if you have not, on your social media, or share the link for Florida Man, we would appreciate it. We rise together. We support one another. Thank you.
Thanks for the shout out. I really appreciate that, because I'm that way too. Everywhere I go, whether it's my comic or another comic, you're right. We got to support each other. These books are you know what? If I were working and say I was on issue 10 of Spider-Man, would I have that kind of passion? This is passion. This is everything I got. You're getting everything, every single ability that I could put into this book is being put in there. You know why? Because I have stake in this book, and it's passion. So I appreciate. I have to get going, but I appreciate you having me again. I hope that your show will continue, and maybe close out with the video one more time. But I really appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. And Todd, thank you for coming again. Like I said, for people like me and Chrissy, who we just really haven't gotten into comics, seeing something like this with a relatable story, and obviously just the passion shows in the work and the passion with what you speak about it, Todd. It's just amazing. So we're just glad to get the word out as much as we can. And thanks so much for coming on. You have an open invitation to join the Welcome to Florida live stream. Let me know.
I'm glad you made a group. I'm glad you made a group and because I would like to do this more often. And we don't have, the campaign will be over by next time you do this show again. But I like to, to do these kinds of things, and this could be fun. You know what we can do? You could actually, I'll see if we can get permission for you to use the trailer that we made as sort of an opening for the show that you can add on to what you already have.
Thank you. That would be awesome.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get that done for you.
Awesome.
Thanks again for having me. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, everyone else. The guy that left. Thanks a lot. Your co-host, she's great. I love how she says, Jesus, take the wheel. Damn it. I love it. I love it, guys. You take care.
Take care, Todd.
Thanks. You too.
Bye.
Take care and be well.
Man, what a nice guys, man. I'm glad you had a chance to live stream with them, Lorena. They're really nice people.
They're really cool. Todd he was supposed to stream with us 2 weeks ago, and he gotten caught up having fun with his daughter. It was hot. He fell asleep and he almost missed out on the stream, and he came in.
Looked like he woke up too.
Yes. And he came in, I think, as we were talking about the toilet snake in the trailer. so it was a perfect segue for him showing up. And he said, yeah, we have to get Mike on, who actually wrote it. So yeah, they're two really, really great guys. And Mike has been in the comics industry, I want to say forever. He worked in DC, he worked Marvel, he worked on the Punisher. He actually did some work, and I'm kind of I wish he would have stayed longer. He actually did some work on the oh Lord, come over here. Star Wars comics. Oh,
Oh,
Lord,
wow.
it's too bright. This is like number 2 that I have.
Wow.
So yeah, he's done work on this on the Star Wars comics. So I was hoping we could have time to ask him that. Hold on a second. Hey Drew, how you doing?
Oh, what a night! What a
Yeah.
night!
Hello, Drewman.
Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
hey, hot Asian female.
Don't confuse my genitals right now. Please don't put that picture up, Drew. Please.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
I really love all the enthusiasm from those guys. And I know for you in the audience or watching later, it's very difficult to be a creator and promote your own stuff and edit and work on and maintain a family or a daytime job. It's so difficult. Like I'm doing that just writing and editing. I couldn't imagine what it's like for people who have to really put time into their drawing and like stuff that I can't draw a stick figure, y'all, so I can't even imagine it. But it really does mean a lot to these independent creators that those of us share out links and put the word out and put the Indiegogos up on our different social media accounts like that. That helps, even if you just helps them get one purchase. That means a lot to these guys. So I want to thank you to everybody who backed Florida Man, everybody who's sharing out the links to this Indiegogo and talking about it on your own shows or your own social media, because that does mean a lot. And you're helping a dream come true, and that's a beautiful thing. And thank you to everybody.
Yeah, when we had these guys on Bounding Live, they came off really well, really nice gentlemen, and the book is quality. I mean, you know, if you want an independent project, this book is top notch quality for a graphic novel. So it's not any sort of rinky dink book or anything like that, because there's some things that you know you'll get and it's just, you know, not a lot of pages or not up to snuff. This is a good book from start to finish. The art's great. The premise is absolutely hilarious. Mike is a good writer, really good writer. So
And it's one I can actually see myself actually reading, because I'm not a big comic person, but I was like, oh my God. Holy shit.
yeah, well there's a lot of comedy in it, and it's just it's so different. It's not the typical like comics fare, and that I think will be part of the natural draw that it has, because a lot of people, you know, a lot of Comicscape projects or just independent projects in general are very niche. This is something completely different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Agreed.
Well said.
Yeah, it just has such a mass appeal. So I'm glad that they hit their initial goal and they hit like their stretch goal, which is I think what increased the pages from 54 to I think 64 pages.
Yeah.
And there's another stretch goal to 30,000, which hopefully they can make it in a week.
Hey, are you okay? All right.
So hopefully they can make that, because that's a pretty cool stretch goal that they have.
Oh, I wanted to show you something. It's Stig really likes it.
Oh shit.
This is my Rey character from The Force Awakens, and Stig's a big fan of it. He pointed it out on another live stream.
Oh no. What
He
did
sure
you
did. I remember watching that playback.
Stig said, "What is that back there in the background?" Dying.
And he's muted right now. So, so if he comes back, you'll have to point it out to him again.
Well, Steven, you saw a lot of my collection. I have a Rose Tico that I bought on Amazon. It was like 70 cents, 75 cents.
Wow.
Dang.
That will never grace anything close to my collection. Period. I stick to the EU. I'm a good
I
man.
had that one.
It's Jaina Solo.
Nice.
I'm jealous. I'm very jealous about that one.
And see, I thought that's who Rey was going to be. That's why I bought the figure. You know, I thought it was going to be Jaina. I thought they were going to work that in somehow, but no, we saw that happen.
Nah, the
No.
more I read about Jaina Solo in
She's a
the
badass, man.
I'm just like, I feel cheated. I feel so cheated.
George Lucas was going to use her in his sequel trilogy.
Mhm.
There's an interview with him where he says his sequel trilogy would have focused on Anakin's grandchildren, and
All
he
right.
said they're already in the novels.
And really, Johnson, that's one of the things that Johnson did. Like, one of the other many things that people had a problem with The Last Jedi was taking away the opportunity for that to actually happen, for that to be Jaina, and then find out, that Ben and her were. I mean, I would have rather had Jason Solo, but being able to create that dynamic with that book, and then the Raylos.
Hold on, guys. I actually want to catch up with the chat for a little bit, and we'll get right back to it. Renee Patrick said, "Double wide is fancy, child." Yes, double wide trailer is all of that. Bad Buddy says, "Trailer Park Girl sounds like a new TV show." Wasn't there a show called Trailer Park Boys?
Yes, there was. Very popular, actually.
I never got a chance to see that, probably because I knew people like that. So I said, "Why watch that?" Hey, Nick McCabe from Australia. He says, "Has anyone seen the Southern Women's Channel on YouTube? It's pretty funny." Okay, I got to subscribe to that.
I've never heard of that.
I have got to subscribe.
I have not heard of that.
Oh Lord, I have to make sure my relatives are on it.
Everybody, watch yourself. There's a troublemaker in the chat. Just want to say.
Oh, what troublemaker? Which one?
You know she is the troublemaker.
I thought you were going to say Tommy.
Yeah,
we know Tommy. Talking about Jane Theory.
Have you not seen what Tommy has been saying about Steve? Or not
Hey,
Steve, about Steven?
Thanks for coming. Hey, Teresa, thanks for
Teresa.
coming. I'm
Hey,
sorry,
Teresa.
I'm catching up really
Oh, no, go ahead, sweetie. I'm sorry.
quick.
Jane is that bastard from the south, isn't it?
That bastard. Y'all look so serious. Well, we were chatting about stuff, so it's cool. It's cool. That Ray is from Sweden. Dang it.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's right. Ray is Swedish.
That's right, Stig.
Oh, Fat Steven Seagal says, author Stephen Walton, well, Stig has great knowledge on chloroform systems.
No.
Excuse me?
You don't remember about Stig saying chloroform in his dates?
No.
Oh, that's right, Christy. Oh, you got to watch the playback of the Queen's Council. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I might have mentioned some chloroform. I don't know.
Yeah. You got to go back and watch that.
He's so nonchalant about it. It's like, yeah, I might have mentioned some chloroform.
Yeah, well,
Hey, Jade.
I'm way too cheap to buy chloroform. Why buy that if I have a hammer?
Oh, earlier, and I missed it because I was making dinner. Jane Theory was on a stream with Drunk 3PO, John Talks, and Nerd Cookies.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice.
and I think that was a member only stream. So if you're a member of Drunk 3PO's channel, you get to see it. And if you're not a member, why are you not a member? Definitely check that out. Definitely check that out.
Jane and Christy and myself were on one with Nerdrotic last Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was on Scott's. Yeah. Steven, you were there too.
Huh?
Yeah, you were. The Game of Thrones thing.
No, I know. Yeah, I remember. I'm just playing dumb because I really didn't have much to say. I was just asking questions the whole time.
Oh, no. Hey, Lorena, never mind. I probably don't want the stuff in the chat. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
Thank you, Makini, for saying that.
I just wanted to be like Steven pooped in your enema menace Astorian.
Goodness gracious, 3PO.
3PO, yep.
Oh my god.
Please keep busting Jay's balls. Thank you.
Definitely. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow, 27 people. We've been going between 12 and 7 to like 32. I think that's the highest that we had here for these streams. So thank you so much, guys, for helping us out here.
Well, people are interested. Not only do they like the content you bring, Lorena, but we rise together. I'm sure everybody's put out links and put out the word, and thank you to everybody for doing that. So back Florida Man, please.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Great book.
Definitely. And you know what? I'll even say this, even if Florida Man is not your thing, please go on Indiegogo and look at all the amazing just stuff that independent creators have there. I mean, I just went just like window shopping, just looking around, and it's just amazing the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This is a time where you have an amazing selection. You know, there are plenty of alternatives. Whether if you're upset with the way that the direction that Marvel's gone, the direction that DC's gone, you can go on Indiegogo and find yourself a treasure trove of good comics projects to indulge in if you happen to be an enthusiast. So go and do that.
Oh, I'll bet he did, Fat Steven Seagal. He probably looked like a girl.
Wait, Memeology was what?
Simping for Ghost of Tsunami.
So I guess Memeology showed up, I guess, on his Twitch stream for.
That's great.
Isn't that Ghost of Tsushima? But I guess he spelled it wrong and it stuck.
Bro.
I'm like, Tsunami, really?
This was Drunk 3PO?
Yeah.
He's an English teacher. Good God.
Right. What an ass.
Seriously, you I mean, even in his Twitter bio it says horrible speller, and he put it on there aloud ALOUD, and all I did is put an asterisk ALLOWED, and he's like, damn it.
I just had to shake my head.
It's like putting, blind as a bat. I work as a sniper for the U.S. Army.
Nice.
Oh my gosh! Hey, Todd Tsunami. Oh man, daggone it. That's bad.
That is.
That's bad. I'm an engineer, and they joke that we can't spell. So when I pick out a spelling mistake, oh.
Well, Stephen, at least I have your back, so you won't be a horrible speller.
You do. You're protecting my back hole, and I appreciate that, sir. If anyone doesn't know, Drew Taylor is the editor for the Phantom Menace Volume 2, Rise of the Rebellion. So going to be looking to send him some material here soon that I've been working on for weeks. Oh, my God. And finally going to have some help. So I'm glad to have that. Somebody who's been writing for Bounding into Comics, has his own website, Sickest for All. Someone who's involved in the entire fandom, not just the Phantom Menace. He's the fandom journalist. He hangs out with everybody in the fandom. So I'm really proud to have somebody who might check something that I've put in there that may have been too hyperbolic and bring it back and represent what everyone in the fandom is feeling right now. So I'm proud to have that. So thank you, Drew, for joining my team.
No, yeah, I'm thankful for the opportunity, and Stephen, just our friendship and everything else that we have. I'm going to do the best I can for you, and you know that. And
I'm pretty sure you're not going to try and steal it.
No, we're gonna make sure that it is a great project that every person in the fandom can enjoy and really sort of understand the greater picture of what's going on in pop culture right now. So
take that.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
And I just recently got Comics Division. He's going to be writing a chapter about early Comicsgate for us. From the perspective of a comics fan, and I'm happy to hear that. Like we're gonna have Nerdrotic speaking about Doctor Who. I'm not a Doctor Who fan. That's gonna be in Volume 3, but Volume 2 is gonna have a chapter written by. I'm working on it right now, editing it. Chapters by Jesse Milestone from Minus Entertainment and Overlord DVD Lord Doomcock about Star Trek, because only Doomcock can preach.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, he's very exacting and detailed in how he presents his arguments. So I'm happy to hear that. And chapters on Mecha Random 42 and the Gospel According to Mark with a C, and words from Stephanie Janicek, Smuggler's Cantina, who's been a voice in our community from the beginning as an OG Star Wars fan. So I'm looking forward to presenting all this material to you along with my own.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to plug Stephen's book here because since I don't nearly have as much time to sit down and read a book like I would like to, the audio version, the audio book of Volume 1 is available on Audible, which I just downloaded. So now I have it for my long
Nice.
car
Thank you,
ride
Lorraine.
next month. So definitely, please get it on Audible if that's your thing. You got some credits sitting out there piled up because I know I do. It's an excellent one to blow a credit on. So definitely do check that out.
Thank you,
Check it out.
Lorena.
Do that
I
thing. Absolutely,
appreciate it.
absolutely.
So you're never mind. I'm not going to say that joke.
But you'll probably tell me later.
Oh yeah, well.
These are my friends. These are my friends. But yeah, Robot Shlomo from Midnight's Edge After Dark is the one who narrated it. It's wonderful. He even surprised me with how good it was. And when he was a pop-up, love that guy. So I'm done.
Why? True. No comment. Nope. I can't, I'm not gonna do it. Nope.
Oh, go ahead. Why not? The troublemakers here.
Yes, Audible. Yay!
So something about blowing Steven, huh?
What?
McGaggus. So
oh yeah, that one.
I wrote Robot Shlomo. He did the audiobook for it, the audio version, and he has a Kathleen Kennedy impression on Midnight's Edge, and he did that in every Kathleen Kennedy quote. There's a lot of them in the 5th chapter. So, dude, I was just listening to it. I'm seriously, like, I'm over here with my editing tool, just like seriously, listening to it, making sure everything sounds good, and then all of a sudden, Rob out of nowhere does Kathleen Kennedy impression. I was done. I was bawling. I couldn't even work. I had to keep pausing it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it's going to be good.
That's too freaking funny. Oh my gosh. Well, folks, oh my gosh, 31 people in here. We're up to, I think, like 52.
Let's take
likes.
a look.
53 likes. So thank you guys so very much. So very much. So what we're going to do here is actually close out with not just a Florida man story this time. We're actually going to do something a little bit different.
All right.
Florida woman.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I'm going to say kind of, sort of, because the infraction happened in Florida at one of my favorite places. Deputies, women had guns in diaper bag at Walt Disney World.
Oh, it sounds like a shit shooter.
Steve didn't even hesitate. Now, I will say, hi, Mateo. I don't think I've seen you here before. Thanks for joining us. I will say, I am a concealed weapons permit holder, and I know Disney World does not allow you to bring firearms onto their property. So I would think you would know that they're going to search your stuff when you get there. Apparently, this chick had no clue. So a Georgia woman was arrested at Walt Disney World after security for the Florida resort found not one but 2 guns. Damn. Wait for it. And some marijuana.
Oh, so you wanted to smoke the shit.
In her child's diaper bag, according to court documents. Okay, I know being a mom is a hard job, but do you really want to keep your drugs with your firearm? Anyway,
unless you deal it.
I was going to say, I have heard of people putting cocaine in diapers, but
What?
Oh yeah.
That's the thing.
Oh yeah, it was.
You could get shit faced smoking that one.
Who CCs at Disney World? Girl, that's what I said. I CC when I'm off of the parks property, but going. Let's just put it this way. I heard a joke, not a joke, but somebody said back in the day, some KGB agents were visiting Disney World, and somebody asked them, who has better security, Disney or the KGB? They said Disney.
Really?
Damn.
Wow.
Their security is insanely good. Yeah. After 9/11, government officials went to Disney about their security plans and how they handle stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
That's impressive.
That's
Oh gosh.
Is that scary, Texan?
that's
Look-
really scary. Our government went to Disney.
Disney, the happiest place on earth.
Disney has some gangster security. Do not get it twisted.
They will bust you for drunk driving and was it a cart? With Mary?
I love that story. Mary, what you do? Don't you operate that golf cart erratically?
Nope. They will freaking stop you and find you. And it is funny because you can pick out, well, I'm used to picking out what some of them look like, but yeah, they blend in. Their security's crazy.
They have
in like a new way.
they have a heck of a lot of I guess security online as well, because that Ray Park video, just a few minutes after it got posted, the Disney claimed it, so it just got taken down everywhere.
Whoa. Disney claimed the Gagas video? Remember the Gagas
Of course
picture?
they did. They own Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. No idea.
They can't get their freaking IT right to book tickets on their site, but they can pull Ray Park stuff. That tells me y'all are just some lazy mofos.
Did they think it was a lightsaber?
Technically, they didn't pull it though. They were just stalking it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just went there.
I laughed.
Jane says gun charge, drugs charge, gun plus drugs charge.
It's a great comment.
Oh God, that's freaking funny. Oh man, this is getting clipped, right?
I love this chat.
This chat is freaking off the chain. Every week you guys freaking bring it, and I love it, and I love it. Do you have
Animal at the gates of Disney World?
Picture Mickey Mouse frisking you over a DUI. Have you ever seen the South Park episodes with Mickey Mouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's what I picture.
Oh, man.
Arturo Coronado. Hey, Arturo. Arturo Coronado says, I have smuggled so much weed at a WDW. You sure about that? Well, here's the thing. If she didn't have a freaking firearm, she could have gotten that weed in the park.
Yeah.
Because I've smelled people smoking weed at Disney World.
Me too.
Man, I wonder if that is just a thing around like parks, period. Because like over here at Cedar Point, I swear to God, like every year that I've gone to Cedar Point, people are like smoking bud, and you're just like walking through there to go to like the next roller coaster and stuff. You're like, what? And I'm just like, man, how do these people get this stuff in?
It's like the same thing at Six Flags Great Adventure.
Yeah.
Same thing.
If you grow up in the culture, you're a professional. You know how to do it. There's ways.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's about it.
Hey, memes.
Memes.
It's like I get it. Some people you probably want to get, blazed before you jump on a roller coaster. But damn.
Well, plus, Drew, Nana might have a card that says I smoke it for medical reasons.
I got glaucoma.
Yes.
Oh, shit you not. My cousin's grandmother had that as an excuse.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. And they will I can smoke weed, so don't even mess with me. I'm legit. Yeah, our government had to go to the gangsters. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, that's exactly how they are.
The private sector drives a lot of security in the country. Really, they're not hindered by the restraints of being okayed by Congress. They can just within the corporation do it themselves. And so yeah, you see that a lot more than you think. I mean, I'm not
No,
surprised by
absolutely.
them going to Disney
And
for
plus,
that.
oh, sorry, Steven, I mean to
Oh
interrupt
no,
you.
go ahead.
Plus, also, you have to remember at Disney World, they basically made a deal with the state of Florida before they knew it was going to be Disney World. So they're governed by the Reedy Creek Improvement District.
Really?
Mhm.
Wow, I had no idea.
Mhm. They have their own police. If they have to go into any deep investigation, then they'll call the Orange County Sheriff's Department. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
So
Oh
like,
wow, interesting.
so they can regulate and monitor themselves in
wow,
wow.
pretty much. It's yeah,
Gangsters
yeah.
at Disney.
Oh, yeah. They're gangster. One day, go do a Google search on what happened with the Saudi royal princess and Disney. And yeah,
Okay.
little incident, little incident with some Saudi royal government visitors and Disney and how they kind of put that under the rug with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. But
Oh, I'm looking that up. Thank you.
look that up. Yep, hide it in plain sight. Yep. Mickey Mouse Squad. Yeah, no joke. They are not no joke. Have
You
you
know that
seen? Oh,
you
sorry. Go
know
ahead.
that
Speak.
that marijuana though, it would have been way more fun if it was crack.
Easier to hide.
You might have smoked that in the car.
Yeah, hide it in the baby's crack.
Oh God. Have you seen the group of
Steven's
theme park
face.
mascots beat up a guy on the road? Yes, we saw that video. We saw that video. I forget who sent it to me,
I sent
but
it to you. Want me to send it to you again?
What? I haven't seen this. What?
oh my God,
Oh my
Christy,
god. Okay, I'll find
can
it.
you find it and send it?
Okay.
Because it is freaking comedy, absolute comedy.
Is it
freaking
something you can
gold.
show, or is it something?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you can show it.
I've seen that video. It's hilarious.
It's freaking funny.
You seen the one between the fight between the football mascots too, haven't you?
I don't think I've seen the football.
Yeah, there's
football.
one with two football mascots going at it too. There, it's
Lady
great.
Miss says Mickey Mouse Squad diaper check. Oh my God! And Bad Buddy says prison wallet.
Ew.
Oh, God. Yes, I will. I will check Twitter later. I promise. I promise. I promise. If you have a prescription for marijuana in the Commonwealth, it's $200 a year. I don't know what it is in Spain. Disney challenged the Saudi. No, it's more like how would I say this? If you were just a regular group of you and your friends throwing a wild party on a whole floor of a hotel and there was some assault going on, y'all asses would be hauled off to jail. In this case, they just brought the Orange County Sheriff's Department to just do a courtesy call.
Wow.
Yeah, so there is a very large financial relationship between the Saudi government and Walt Disney World. It's been going on for decades.
Saudis, oh man, they have influence over the whole world. Really,
They have influence. Yeah, even when I was a grad student at UCF, we had Saudi royal family students who went there and brought servants with them.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's interesting, let me tell you. Okay, here it is, Christy. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. This.
I forget if there's sound or not. I'm not sure.
Let me find it.
Hey, are you awake? I know
No.
how hard it can be. Sometimes just getting out of bed is a hassle.
God, I
Feel
don't
tired,
freaking care if you want to
Oh
get
my
out of
God.
bed.
His car is like so defeated.
They got
Look.
out like a gangster squad.
They
Though.
did. They were like, like what is ass?
You be telling your boys, man, there were these dudes that jumped me. Who were they? Oh, just Mickey Mouse and SpongeBob.
You know, it's Mad Max Fury Road.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Exactly what it is.
So let's ask and said, how you gonna explain getting a whooping from Mickey and his crew?
You ain't never recovering.
Park hopping going wild. Yes, and SpongeBob too.
Right.
I mean, oh my God. Oh, I have to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Steven.
Oh no, I have nothing. I
I want to look at Steven's face.
That brother needs to move, change his name, grow some hair, just something.
You got jacked up by furries.
Damn. Pete, that's lucky that's all you got.
Oh my God. Oh man.
That's it. That's
Oh.
it. 2020's over for me. That's it.
That's a fur jacking right there.
Hey, Karen. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Oh man. Oh shoot.
That's Steven Seagal said. Are you ready, kids? For a smackdown.
Well, Reina, you have to work that into your intro, even though it's Russian. I mean, that's
that's epic.
Florida man shit.
I'm gonna have to, because oh my God, that
Jeez.
dang. Oh man. Oh my God. But let me finish this up real quick. So, Unique Smith, okay, of Stone Mountain, Georgia.
I guess she wasn't very unique.
Wait,
no.
Unique? What?
Why
Yes,
unique?
unique,
Yes.
Why unique?
I don't know. I don't know why her mama called her that. I have no freaking idea. Was arrested July 18th on misdemeanor counts of carrying a concealed weapon and marijuana possession. Here we go with the story. Smith was going through the Epcot security line with an adult man, their 7-month-old daughter, and her 7-year-old son when the guard spotted a 9mm handgun and a plastic bag containing marijuana. Now, I have been in the security line at Epcot, and there's a bunch of different security lines to go through. So it didn't occur to you, hey, they're searching all the bags. Maybe I shouldn't walk in there with this weed and this 9mm in my diaper bag.
No, that's some ghetto shit.
That's straight up.
Is. Don't matter your color. That is some ghetto shit.
Oh, man.
Y'all
Ooh.
look. If y'all live in disparaged areas, you need to leave those areas once in a while. Go explore other parts of the community. This doesn't fly. Just saying.
No, it's just like, look, you know they're gonna be searching your stuff. You need to be smarter.
Right.
Smart about it. But play ghetto games, get ghetto prizes. How it goes.
Christy wants to read that Amazon review.
What, the Amazon lady?
Yeah, Christy wants to read the Amazon review.
What review?
The one for the sugar-free gummy bear.
God.
Oh god, yeah.
What?
Why'd you bring that up, Stig?
Those are terrible.
What are you talking about?
Our first mistake was buying sugar-free gummy bears. Let's just say, if you think a coffee enema was bad,
good lord.
nobody buys sugar-free gummy bear. Nobody buys sugar-free candy for a specific reason.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there was
The okay, I'll tell you after she finishes. This is Stephen. It's oh my god.
Yeah, let me finish this story and then we can get to that. So, Orange County deputies responded. Yep, Orange County Sheriff. A search of the diaper bag revealed a 45. I thought they said it was a 9mm, 45
No, she
caliber
had a
handgun in the bottom. So she had
a 9 and a 45.
9 and a. I thought, okay. Granted, I have a 9 and a 40, not a 45.
the 9 is the backup.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Damn.
Yeah. Park rules state no weapons are allowed on Disney property. Yes, and they repeat that several times. But apparently nobody wants to read on the way into the park. So the arrest occurred 3 days after Epcot reopened from nearly a 4-month closure. The resort had shut down in March because of the coronavirus pandemic. Court records didn't list an attorney for Smith. What is it about these people getting busted in Florida? They have no attorney. Okay, well.
They got an attorney. But
he's court appointed.
Public defender.
Yep.
Oh God, let's see. But was she wearing a mask? There you go.
Good question.
Oh, well, you have to do something. You have to have something to do when you are standing in line for hours waiting your turn. Yep, puff, pass, right?
Shoot other pot smokers? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. She just wants to make Disney extra memorable with a visit to the mouse pit.
Damn.
Oh man.
Oh man. Wait till I have that Welcome to Disney live stream. That's gonna be freaking off the chain. No, the read is manageable. The 9mm is just que estúpido, que bruto. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I toked with a cool fella at Typhoon Lagoon. I think it was after I hit ex Mrs. Means with a 20-foot wave. Oh my God. Oh, she probably could have found somewhere else to hide the weed, but after only one child, the piece ain't fitting.
Oh,
Damn.
That is Karen Prime, everybody.
Yes.
That is
one of my favorite handles right here. Love this chick. Woo! 45 on damaged baby's ears. Yeah. That's pretty darn loud.
The baby next door and the baby next door after that.
You see what diapers cost these days. They can't afford an attorney. Oh my God. When you do mushrooms and you have a bad trip on It's a Small World, you're going to want to start shooting animatronic kitties. It's like target's practice. You know what? You don't even have to do mushrooms because that ride is so freaking annoying. I think it's worse than waterboarding, but
that's I've been on there.
That's just me. Let's see.
Michael Brent, my brother, good to see you.
Hey, Michael Brent, thanks for coming. I swear Netflix is way better than watching anything on Disney Plus right now. If you watch like The Curse, Old Guard, Cobra Kai, Green Eggs and Hams, Code 8, Umbrella Academy, or The Boys on Amazon. Yeah, Netflix is better. I have Disney Plus because I have it bundled with Hulu. I actually have it for 1 cent. And like I've told people, I share it with my sister who has 3 kids under the age of 5. And Disney Plus is the only thing standing between her and the loss of her sanity. So there you go.
Hail Disney.
There you go.
There
you go.
Saving a mother right there.
How did mistake the gun range for Disneyland? I guess heat exhaustion. I don't know.
They've been trapped in for months. They've been in quarantine for months.
We going out.
when the cops found that marijuana, they found the mother load.
Well, we will close out with this lovely gem that Stieg sent me.
Christy needs to read it loud.
Why do
Yeah.
I have to read
Because
it?
you have to read it. Because let's put it this way: as soon as I saw sugar free, I said, "This is not going to end well."
No, these are great. Like all these reviews, you have to read these. This is a must read for anybody.
Okay.
Thank you, Christy.
Diarrhea while driving. One of our beloved physicians brought a bag of gummy bears to work to share with the staff one night, not realizing they were the famous, dreaded, sugar-free gummies. Multiple staff throughout the shift grabbed a handful of gummies while passing by, and each had their own near-miss stories, but this is mine. Oh my God. The next morning, I had to run an errand about an hour and a half from my house. On the drive home down a curvy backcountry road, my stomach suddenly began to cramp, and I feel the immediate urge to empty my bowels. Frantic as I realize that I'm not going to make it home, I start searching for a place to pull over. The end of a gated logging road, perhaps. I'm speeding along, arching my back, practicing Lamaze breathing techniques, anything to stall the inevitable. I pass the first turnpike that has a sheriff's car parked at the end and keep searching with sweat pouring down my forehead and bubbling noises in my guts that drown out the heavy metal on the stereo. Oh my God. Finally, I spot the end of a bushy trail and whip my truck sideways, thrusting the driver's side door open and leaping from the seat to scurry around to the other side. I turn around with fingers in a waistband, about to drop trowel, and look up to my horror, realizing it is indeed the end of a driveway, and the folks outside are staring down towards me, probably wondering what this crazed individual is about to do. Shut up, guys. For several moments, I seriously considered just completing the task and running away, but couldn't imagine my parents seeing the cell phone video of myself on social media later on in the day. I scurried back around the truck, and halfway there, my ability to hold back the hot lava flow of liquid stool from making a hasty exit out of my spamming them was lost, and I crapped my pants right there on the side of the road standing next to my truck. No. My bowels cramped up and expelled every drop of liquid from my body. At that point, I'm now standing there with leggings full of hot liquid stool running into my shoes and debating on what the next best course of action should be. Of course, I have no extra clothes or any towels in my truck. What do? Do I call someone? Do I drive home the remaining 20 minutes? After a few moments of self-reflection, I decided to strip off my shirts, and lay them on the seat of my truck and get inside. It was rather uncomfortable drive home with the windows all down and skin burning on the back of my legs and buttocks. It was one of the longest 20-minute periods of time I've ever experienced in my entire life. I alternated between crying and laughing at the situation and checking the speedometer like a paranoid drunk, thinking I couldn't possibly get pulled over now because of what would I say? Yes, officer, I crapped my pants. And that's what the smell is. Tears streaming down my face. I finally arrived home, screeching to a halt in the driveway in front of the open automatic garage door I triggered as I was drifting down the curve of my road, holding the bottom of my pants closed tight. I awkwardly staggered into my home and immediately into the shower, fully clothed. Fast forward 3 weeks, and I'm at work hearing about the other incidents, and the light bulb clicks on. 35 years old, and I had to reset the clock for the "How long since you crapped your pants" countdown. Thanks, Dr. Hansen. Lesson learned: make sure the gummy bears are not the sugar-free version.
How do you walk though while holding your pant, and pants around your ankles closed? You have to be walking bent forward.
Yeah.
Freaking
I hate y'all.
the chat.
Y'all are laughing.
No,
The chat. I gotta catch up with it here. So Karen Prime says, author Stephen Walton, these are the perfect compliment to your personalized coffee line. Crap. Oh shit. Oh man.
Gummy bears jumping here and there and everywhere.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Laxative,
y'all know Tommy's
yes.
gonna do something. You know damn well Tommy's gonna do something.
Yes,
For
laxatives.
what?
That
For cookie. Never mind. Sorry.
that sugar free, yeah. The sugar that no sugar free nothing is good. Mm-mm.
what is that? Is that isn't that one ingredient they use in there? It's not the olester, right? Something.
No, it's something else.
Yeah, there's something else, all
I
right.
forget.
Oh yeah.
God, I just got myself halfway together. I don't know, some other chemical sugar.
Yeah, explosive.
It's explosively good. Yes.
Y'all know somebody damn well is gonna clip that part and just
Oh, you know they are. If memes hasn't done it already.
Lose 5 pounds with just a few gummy bears.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh my God.
theoretically, okay, folks, theoretically, if you wanted to do a cleanse, you could literally do a gummy bear cleanse.
Yes.
are you
That story was so detailed.
Well,
Oh
yeah.
no, there's
There's
more.
more. He sent me them, and literally, I oh my god, I was laughing so
The
hard.
reviews on that are gold. It's been around for years. I think those started in 2013 or so, but it has built a legend. It's never stopped because
People keep shitting themselves.
specifically the Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. Those are the otherwise known as the gummy bears of the devil.
Yes, the regular ones are absolutely delicious, and I love them.
Oh yeah, the regular ones I'll buy all
Mm-mm. Nope.
Mm.
Oh God. Steven Seagal says I found this in a clean bed to relieve myself. Let it be known I didn't realize it was Johnny Depp's bed.
No, I can't.
Well, that's a perfect defense for Amber Heard right there. I just ate some sugar-free gummy bears.
Yeah. I couldn't help it. I had to go. All those reviews can't be wrong. Oh my God. She is a better writer than JJ Abrams.
Yeah. I mean, the way that woman wrote that story was oh my God.
Oh Lord. I was just like, I know this is grossing me out, but I gotta
The most compelling shit
Dang it,
you ever heard.
I'll share
Christy,
it in
what
a minute. As soon as I get through the rest of the comments, I'll share it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Talk about the Force Awakens. Oh God. Oh my God. I need another drink. This is a real thing and it's global. There's stories from all over and they're hilarious.
Oh man.
I am gonna freaking bookmark that.
No, it is. Any day, anytime you need a laugh, just go to that every day.
If you're having a crappy day, yeah, just like Drew said.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
You read about other people's crappy days.
Yep. You think you're having a shitty day? Well, these people literally had a shitty day.
Oh, liquid steward with taurine and ginseng. Oh my god.
Oh god.
She's so precise. Yes, she is. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah,
Oh
it's not
my
like she
God.
blurted it out.
Dang it, Steve. Oh, hey, Runner Studios. Hey, Cooper, how you doing? Oh, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Good thing she didn't get stopped for stinky driving. Over the river, through the woods, crap in my pants. I go. Oh my god! Holy crap! Oh my god! Okay.
An unexpected journey.
Oh man!
My goodness! Oh my gosh! Yeah, just stay away from the sugar-free one, Soul Assassin. You know,
I've had the Haribo ones before, but I guess it's never been the sugar-free version.
Yeah, you don't want to buy those.
No, I just
if you bought them, Christy.
Yeah,
it's real fast.
Yeah, instead of Fern Gully, it's Ass Gully.
Oh my god. Okay, Christy, let's see. What did you say?
Okay, I can't be on straight when I read it because I'm gonna start laughing. It's short and to the point. Miss Rona is shaking in her boots. My friend hasn't been practicing social distancing during the pandemic, so I bought him a bag of these gummies for his birthday. It's now been 10 days since he left the house out of fear of pooping himself again. I'm not going to say Haribo sugar-free classic gummies are the best cure for the virus, but it certainly helps slow down the spread.
It don't slow down the spread of them cheeks, though.
Probably makes everyone want to wear a mask.
Oh my god. Oh, and that's the thing, Tommy, with gummy bears, you can't just eat 1 or 2 or 5 or 10, you got to have a whole heck of a lot.
Man, because with the regular ones, Lorena, I could sit here in like a normal size bag of them, about yay big. You could sit there and like just blow up a normal size bag of them, no problem. You could just sit there and crush one, and it's like, man. Oh God, I just see some poor soul like they didn't know. Or if you have an enemy out there that you don't like, buy some of the sugar-free and put them in the regular package.
Yeah.
And then you will have the most satisfying revenge that you ever had on an enemy in your life.
God. Oh man,
Drew, you're giving out some bad advice, sir.
No,
I like Fat Steven Seagal. He's like, YouTube where grown adults laugh at shitty stories.
Yeah.
You know how many times I will go and like listen to like fart jokes or fart pranks that people play on their spouses or family. I mean, that's the best kind of comedy.
Toilet humor is the best humor out there.
Hey, listen. True story. I probably am like the only person on YouTube that I was on one of the bounding streams one night,
This happened. We were, we had probably about a good 20, 23 people in the chat, and we're sitting there and we're on a serious topic, and I let one go thinking my mic was off, and it was loud. It was loud. Everybody on the panel, John Trent's like, Drew. So next thing you know, Toxic Man Flu tips $5 super chat for the fart.
Yes. Toxic is my hero, dude.
I'm the only person that got a $5 super chat for ripping ass.
Okay, now so how many people now when they go on streams are gonna like, you know what? If you super chat me $5, I will fart on command for you.
Man Flu's in the chat.
So, Drew, which stream was this?
It was on one of the founding live streams. I think it was about 2-3 weeks ago. It's about 2-3 weeks ago.
Hey, Derek
I will
McManus,
find it.
thank you so much for joining us. Yes, very late in Northern Ireland. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very
Oh my
much. We
God.
appreciate our international audience. We know people can't stream around at the same time. A lot of problems streaming with like Raging Rhino and Lethal. So we appreciate you guys showing up. Thank you very much.
Oh,
We
I
are
remember,
talking-
a friend of mine was he was studying, and he sent me a message on Facebook Messenger saying, it's boring in class, and I'm working on the computer. And then he said, I just farted in the classroom. And I was like, did anyone say anything? Did they hear it? He said, I don't know. I'm listening to an audiobook.
That is the definition of not giving any F's.
I mean, I'm in. You're in serious meetings and stuff like that, and somebody all of a sudden hear that or how it's a silent part, and I automatically put my hands over my mouth just so I don't. I mean, because that is such kid humor, and
you're like one of those automatic laughers. When people
absolutely, I will. I mean, I'll laugh every time.
Hey, Benzo.
Hi, Benzo.
Oh my gosh. Whew, shoot. Oh.
Wow, man.
Oh my gosh. That is too much fun. Yeah.
It's your fault, Jane. Look, we were having good conversations, and then you popped in the chat for some reason.
With the toilet humor, but it's all good though. Good laughs, good times. I think my makeup ran. And
man.
So I will say, like in the private chat, because Steve talked about reading reading that long review, and what did I say? Basically, find it, and within 20 seconds, he popped that story into the chat. I was like, "You found that entirely too quickly."
That is lightning fast.
Yeah. Well, I had it. I had sent it to Lorena, so it's like the bottom message.
Yeah, and
that's what I sent to women. I sent poop stories.
Now that is a good way to find out if women have a good sense of humor. Because if you can't laugh at a good poop joke, forget it.
Yeah. No dick pics or anything. It's just shit stories.
I've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Nice.
What's great is people are actually leaving reviews about cheering them up, about reading the Amazon reviews on these products.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, "Thank you so much. These are funny as hell."
That's great.
Oh, you see the separate stream with Jane Theory, Nerd Cookies, Christy, and Steven. Oh, no, me? Okay.
No, you throw Lorraine in there too. She's a troublemaker.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys, it has been like almost 2 hours. Entirely just too much fun. But we do have to bring it to a close. One last item I wanted to talk about, because some people had asked about how they could support my channel. And if you guys are new content creators, you're not monetized yet, this is actually a great way to get support for your channel. If you go to streamelements.com, they have like a tip jar bot, and you can actually set it up for people to tip you with different amounts of money and all of that. And it's a great way for people to support your channel and, you know, while you're doing everything, getting up to being monetized. So it's great. It's out there. I did put a video out to square up for some of the tips that were made before I had the bot set up. So did a video to shout out to all you guys who have donated to me over the past week. And I've had several people like, I have to use that tip jar. Thanks for that tip jar.
It's a good idea.
Yeah. So definitely do check it out. It's great. It's great. It's awesome. So there's that. I am thinking about putting together a Patreon. I just need to sit down and figure out just what the tiers are going to be to make sure it's actually worthwhile to do for people. God,
You gonna do the people.
for people. And I'm working on that and working on getting a PO box as well. So that's actually in the description, as are the links to Mike Barron and Todd Mulrooney's Twitter. Yes, links for everyone on the panel. Stephen, I didn't know you were going to be here, so I'm going to have to update the description with the link to your channel. I'll make sure I put that up there. But later on, after we're done, stop it, Steve.
What? I can hear Christy squeaking.
Oh god! Oh god! Look at the comment before that, Lorena. Look at the comment he did before that. I am Sharticus.
Why am I blanking and I can't bring? Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh my. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well, we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you guys so much for coming. I think this is the stream where I've had the most people watching at the same time, so it's awesome. Nice. So we'll have everyone go around. Hey, Nerd Cookies, good to see you. Glad you're here.
Just in time.
Jesus.
So why don't we want to go around and everybody shout out the channels where they can find you and all of that. Before I do that, shout out to Tommy doing the mod thing in here. Shout out to Jane help pitching out with the mods so Chrissy can have a break to just be on the channel and kick back and have a good time. So, oh Lord, is he still going? I can't look at the private chat now. I can't look at the private chat. Hey, Final, good seeing you. Good seeing you. So why don't we start with Drew? Tell the people where they can find you.
I don't know if this keeps up. Might find me on the shitter just from laughing. No, you can find me at youtube.com/SupremeHeretic, and you can read me on boundingintocomics.com. Don't forget Bounding Live on Wednesdays. And there's Pegasus Actual Podcast on my channel on Thursdays with the wonderful author Stephen Welton, Jane Theory, Nerd Cookies, and Bear Nerd Fun, and Script Doctor. Oh my god. And you follow me on Twitter.
And I have Drew's information in the description. So, next up, Stephen, why don't you tell people where they can find you and especially shout out your book?
Oh, thank you very much. You can find me on my channel, author Stephen Walton. Please, thank you to everybody who showed up tonight. Bex, Florida Man, send out the Indiegogo. Help a brother out, make a dream come true. That's what we do here. We rise together. We support one another. The Phantom Menace Volume 1 audio book, narrated by Rabash Shlomo of Midnight's Edge After Dark, is now available. Please go check that out. And subscribe to all these wonderful people on this panel. Thank you very much for... Oh, my God, I'm trying. Thank you very much for being here.
Oh, my God, Steve.
I can't look. I can't look. Just
I just can't.
Somebody put it into plastic.
You know what? Just wash your hands and wash your ass. Just
and with that, Steve, you want to tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, usually on Christie's channel or Sporking's channel these days, talking about nerdy stuff. I don't know what's wrong with you people.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, definitely check out Steve's channel. He has some very interesting top 5 videos. So definitely check those out. Definitely.
Shut up, Drew.
So, Christy, to tell the folks where they can find you.
Hi guys, I'm Christy. I'm trying to plug you with James. Like,
I
hey
am.
guys, I'm Christy.
I can't look at the private chat right now.
Shut up, Drew. My channel is according to Christy, and Tommy's been really great about putting the link in there. Tommy, thank you so much. And if you want to subscribe, please do. God, Drew, would you shut up?
I'm sorry.
No, please just support content creators. If you like their content, subscribe, share the stuff out, and just do all that good stuff. Yeah, there we go. I'm done. I can't.
Yes, you can.
I'm an author, Stephen Walton, the Phantom Menace historian, and your shout out in the comment section of the High Council with we do not kneel.
Mackany, you're getting this once. You all are going to get this once. I am the Phantom Menace Astorian, your Astorian. Shout out in the comment section of the High Council with my brothers and sisters. We squat, but we do not kneel. What?
I am so freaking clipping that.
Oh my God, Mulrooney, add it to the commercial. Add it to the commercial.
I think Drew is having problems.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Oh man.
I love you, Mackany. That's it.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, folks.
Just remember, third time is a charm.
Awful. So bad.
I'm Reina Creole on Twitter and the Reina Creole on YouTube, bringing you that spice to pop culture and sci-fi analysis. You can find me on a whole bunch of freaking live streams, but every Sunday I'm here live streaming at 8 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully next week we will get back to season 4 of Game of Thrones. Hopefully. You can find me tomorrow at 10 p.m. on Midnight's Edge for Toxic Femininity, and Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. for TR4 Plus Gays on author Stephen Walton's channel. Wednesday, actually this Wednesday, I will be on the Babe to Menace on Mary Mayhem's channel on Wednesday. Thursday at 7 p.m. on Justin Proper's channel for This Week in BS. Also on Thursday, 9 p.m. on the Queen's Council with Christy. And I think it's going to be an OG Star Wars channel this week. And also, Saturday, 7 p.m., Rogue Entertainment. And Stephen, are we going to be on John Talks' channel?
Oh Lord, you want me to figure out the schedule? The schedule is next week is John Talks. Wait.
Okay.
No. Wait, yes, next week. Sorry, next week. I'm so confused.
Okay, yeah, we've been shuffling around. Anyway, this is why you need to follow us on Twitter.
I'm sorry.
Follow us on Twitter to find out when we're gonna be on Saturday. Oh, but other than that, you guys are awesome. Yes, Nerd Cookies, I wrenched you, girl. So stay safe, everybody. Again, thank you so much for coming. The chat is freaking awesome. You guys make the show. You guys make the show. We're just up here on the panel, but without you guys in the chat, it would just be us talking to each other, and we could probably only get but so far. So we're so glad you're here, everyone. Take care. Again, thanks for coming, and
wash your hands and wash your ass.
Yeah.
Christy.
Yeah.
Christy.
And
wash your drawer.
And your drawers.
And your drawers. And also, since this is the Welcome to Florida live stream, wash your ass so you don't get swamp ass. Okay? Night, everyone.
Night, everybody. Thanks for coming. That was a good show, guys.
Take care and be.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Kiss my empire.